Hey, what's up, everybody? Okay, this is for the Scorpio. Y'all, please excuse me for not following up with you because the last person I did was Pisces. And remember, I was saying I was going to do, basically, I was going to do the other signs and whatnot as far as the water because the last one will be Cancer. So, Cancer, you will have your separate video right after Scorpio. I'll be doing it today for you. Please forgive me. Love you. Um, all right. So while I was doing everything, I still kept like in the last reading because that was a Pisces reading and it has Gemini involved in it as well due to the ratification of the 12th Amendment, which was, as you can see, well, it's backwards, but it's June 15th. And I was like, that's Tupac's birthday. Just Gemini energy, right? And, Pisces being, they would say, the first replica, quote unquote, of life. Due to the waters, we're all children of the waters, regardless of your sign. Respectfully, I can see why, because Pisces is a 12th house, and with the 12th Amendment, I can just see why, that is on a logical sense. Now, the 12th Amendment, if you see 1212 a lot, or you might see 1211 or 1213, moving forward, that is about correcting weaknesses or some kind of responsibility that could be very controversial because it says this, completely no legal advice. I do not own the rights to these cards, only own rights to the ones like these, and I write on them. The 12th Amendment of the United States Constitution requires separate electoral college votes. So you might be in college, it might be something in regard to being picked, and somebody is not strong enough to make that decision because of their discernment not being intact, seems like, or they have options. I'm hearing I got options because I was, shuffling. I just wanted to shuffle, right? And the Seven of Pentacles popped out, but it popped out like this. And me, you know, I don't like to add my mediator attribute in there, but I can't help but to do so. Um, you know, so I looked at it. Okay, both sides are having this problem. So since it's sideways and everything with Pentacles, it could be dealing with long-term um, visions that are lacking. It could be long-term visions, goals, and you're not setting short-term ones, kind of gradually stepping into it. They're trying to take a big bite out of this apple, basically. Um, it seems like they're trying to rush something. Like, how you have regular parents. This could be your actual parents, people that you look up to that are a very great dynamic of a foundation. See this here? The masculine energy is like a really ponderous thinker, and the woman is the one who, she gives this, like how you, let's have a toast or cheers. She's very cheerful. It seems like, but she's really hurting. Because it looks like they're going head to head, or they're looking at each other like anything you can do, I can do better. And so now they're using their children as a weapon, actually. So they need to make a decision. It seems like you could be having situations and you're a parent where you have to make a decision. It could be something like that. But this is about the Scorpio. But respectfully, due to the water attributes, yes, I have notes. Um, this is just what I'm picking up off of due to, literally water signs. And then I have heavy Scorpio in my chart. Um, so this could definitely assist somebody. I'm a Sagittarius sun, but, heavy Scorpio in my chart, midheaven conscious Scorpio. So with the Seven of Pentacles as well, um, this could be limited success, little to no reward or a reward. Someone probably hired somebody to do something, whether good or bad, I don't know. You know, there's two sides to every coin, right? But then there's your side, the truth. The child has something they want to say, and they're being used and abused against someone's authority. Illusion of a gain. It could be an illusion set forth to deformate this child's character, due to the parents wanting something for a child that they don't want to have anything to do with, or it could be a child that they actually love near and dear, but sacrifices has to be made. I'm hearing so an investment. You know, again, with this anything you can do, I can do better thing. So overall, with your stance, Scorpio and the Cancer, you will be next. This is your stance. Um, this is the Knave of Wands. This is due to something you created, something you manifested, and you're a very powerful being. The Eighth Amendment is in regards to this. You see how it looks? Someone's trying to stop your money, your pentacles. The Eighth Arcana card is the Justice card. So something about the Lion's Gate. Maybe you need to focus on your lead gland gate. It's called the lead gland gate, um, in regards to your crown chakra. It's spelled Ligland, and then put gate. There's three. There's the mechanical one, and then there's the voltage one. And something that can assist that herbal wise. I'm not a doctor, but I do have my herbal health certification. You need some heavy lion's mane, some reishi, some. I'm hearing a lot of mushroom content because you might know someone with an afro. You know, remember I said the thunderbolt, and you remember the rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. You know, you got the funk guy. You can't stop the thunderbolt is what I'm hearing. Um, so very much shrooms. And if you've been doing the other shrooms, you should probably chill out for a little bit. So we have Psalms 35:4. May those who are hunting for your life be put to shame and humiliated. The Hangman came out, and that's the 12th Arcana card. Yeah, they trying that. They trying to take your life for life. You know, not being honest. Um, and as we go forward, it says, "May those who are plotting to destroy me retreat in disgrace." And this is about with the Seventh Amendment and all the energy of the karmic house. You need to check your seventh placement. It is in regards to disagreement, civil cases, a lawsuit. So this could be very big. Something is very big. You did something that was very like, whoa. And now they're just shaking in their boots. You know, I'm hearing Dora the Explorer, Mediadora. You're caught in the middle between good and evil, and everybody wants to use and abuse you right now. Like Scorpio, I really feel for you. We got the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands. With the Justice card came out. We just said, look, it came out the way it did, and that's how we rocking. So the Seven of Swords is at the bottom. Oh my God. And then you got the Nine of Wands at the top in reverse. Oh Lord. And oh Jesus. The fifth house is the Leo, right? So it's temporarily. This, I need you to know, this is temporarily. You know, it might hurt in some ways, and you have to make a decision. Now, your decision, everything's upright except the Nine of Wands. And this is about intellectualness. The ninth house is intellectual. So They want you to be off focus about what is logical versus what is subconscious, attributed, because we pull from our subconscious mind to then manifest in the consciousness. And this is why they are so important. Again, this was subconsciously manifested, and then someone consciously made a decision to go forth with it. So I don't understand, overstand, or understand why people don't, they just want to be conscious all day long, not realizing your subconscious is responsible for your creations and things that you imagination. Nation is an imagination, so you have a desire for something new, a better nation, one nation under God, indivisible. Here, um, you could be someone who doesn't even believe in the types of things they do, but still believe in some kind of something. I don't want to push judgment on what you believe in, but they are definitely after you and they want to crucify you. Now this would be mentally, not physically, and emotionally. So mentally and emotionally, not physical. Even though some bullets you did dodge that was physical, and this is why they realize, okay, we can't do that, so we got to try something else. So a lot of your money flow slow. The Eighth Amendment, no legal advice. United States Constitution prohibits federal government from imposing excessive bail, excessive fines, or cruel and unusual punishment. So even though they had stopped the flow of certain things, um, I talked about acid reflux with some people when I was discussing the three components of the Lee gland gate, which is aka, also you might look it up and find chemical um, gate. You got the mechanical one and then the voltage one. Those three, you see how things come in three. This is all about your inward, yourself, your neurological function. So fluxus is the Latin word. It's the Latin word for flow. So they're trying to stop your flow of all things. Kind of like you need to do some chakra work. A lot, some yoga could help. Now, this is also about arguments. There's been arguments. This is Five of Wands. A lot of argument. People wanting to, like, no, because I have this, or even people using these individuals who are very much intertwined. Seven of Pentacles with these two false parents, or even your real parents could have set you up for failure and shook hands with some very powerful people, or they're going to, and just to sell you out for a quick buck. And this is what that Seven of Swords is. You got to be prepared. They treating you like you scarred everybody else, but they scarred you first. And obviously, both sides matter, and everybody has a fault in it. So if that's the case, why is everybody still pointing fingers at you? See, this is the justice that you're going to receive out of it. So with your Lion's Gate, open the gates, open the floodgates of heaven, let it rain. So, with rocking the boat, I'm hearing a lot of rocking the boat energy. With this Seven of Wands, someone's going to give you a message, and with it being upright, this is more of competition. They're warning you of competition. They're trying to protect you. And then, their perseverance, knowing that they're doing the right thing because they want to get up out of this situation, because they have been in it and they're realizing what they have to do to get out of it. So whoever this is, believe them. It's kind of like how Snow White was chilling and the huntsman was sent out to do something to her, and she thought she was going to get hurt, but he didn't. And he said, look, like, the queen wants you dead. It could be the king, or what looks like a man, um, or the one who's acting in the most masculinity of, they would say he is a man, or that they play the role as a man. It could be a woman, flip it, switch it, how it is respectfully, because of the, gender thing, tarot has no gender, but they could literally be it could literally be a man with his you know how some men have beta emotions, and it could be the mother who literally, you know how they might flip or kind of contradict in some of these movies and things the truth. So believe half of what you see, half of what you hear. And it's just a lot here because this is what you're promised. You are spiritually pregnant. And no one understands, overstands, or understands it. Some of you were actually pregnant, and it has everything to do, like a ward of the state, you know, due to birth certificate and what we now realize. You know, no legal advice, but obviously doing your research is a must. So, yeah, this Four of Wands next to that pregnancy, you know, you got a lot of 4-4 energy here, and they're trying to stop your Ten of Pentacles, but you still manifest and you still create. Look at that Knave of Pentacles. They didn't stop anything, and you will get true love, and this is why they don't want you to have it. Look at that Lovers. You know, the Most High actually chose you, and they're upset that this entity, this big energy that is willing to give you whatever you're asking for, they're just upset that their child, or maybe a certain child, you know how people play favoritism, maybe a friend or a friend's child or something like that, because this is a princess prince thing, you know, flip it, switch it. They're upset that you were chosen and not someone in particular that they wanted. And you could have something to do with Dark Horse. You probably went to a school, like I went to Clinton High, home of Dark Horses. So that might mean something to you. You need to check your, you know, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm hearing. Um, Jeez, that is a lot. That is a lot. Like, whoo, they just don't like you, and it's crazy because you are a sweetheart. Like, you would do anything for anybody, technically. Like, this is also them playing on your kind heart, because they know, like, the only person that can be fairest of the land is those who actually want to love and love correctly, or they still have the belief of love and they want it and they desire it. I mean, you could be saying certain things out your mouth, but the Most High knows your heart, because sometimes you have to give off that illusion that you don't care. Sometimes this is what they would call illusion of protection. Again, with this upward Seven of Wands, because you have to protect your neck. They're trying to suck you dry like a raisin. They're literally even trying to say something about deportation, like deporting you. Like, this is somebody who has roots in many continents, not just one, with document proof, not DNA tests, because y'all are gonna, I don't mean to be rude, those who did it, but that stuff is not feasible in court. In special proceeding cases, you cannot use that, because in order for this to be manifested properly of who you are, blah, 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 it's going to have to be seen in a special proceeding case. Um, there, people need to be mindful that children was taken from indigenous people to other continents. So this is what I'm talking about. This has something to do with someone who's rooted like deeply, and they know it. And the crazy part is they're even willing to, you know, take you out to give it to somebody else, because you understand, overstand, and understand what has to actually be done, and they don't like it. You know, you can also have some kind of jewelry. I'm hearing double for your trouble. You can have some jewelry, like I got a ring, and on my book bag, you know how Dora has a book bag. Mediadora is the Española palabras para mediator in English. And yeah, so you could definitely show your stuff. Like, you stretch your stuff. It's many of us, not just one. And you know, when they take out one, you know, it's like a domino effect, so they can get everybody else that they need out of the picture, out of the picture. You feel me? So it's many of us, and you are the type of person that is a sharing, caring, loving soul. And they don't like people like that. They don't like people who share. I'm hearing 17th. The Title 17, U.S. Code 107. Something about 107 could mean something to you. Your house number, maybe you played those numbers. You probably will play those numbers. Maybe those numbers will come out. I know I pay child support $107 for 3 children. So this is me using my midheaven conscious of Scorpio attribute to assist the Scorpio and other um, individuals who feel moved by this. I'm trying to help you get and understand and understand how and why, and you need to know your story so that you know, they're trying to tell it wrong, and I guess they feel like because they have power that they can abuse their authority. But you know how your stab and your rod comforts you? They're trying to say they need to spare the rod on you. But that has been put in the reverse and it's causing controversialness. Now, Cancer House is 4. You have basically you have emotional support, and you know they just don't like it. They hate that, and they're literally trying to stop your 10 of Pentacles. But here you are about, they don't even understand, overstand, understand, they're making it worse. And they just need to lay in the bed, lay in the bed that they messed up. They got to clean up what they messed up to start over. And they don't want to start over. And if they can't start over, they're going to try to come to you. But they're using other people so that you don't know that it's them. But you are so clever in this maze that you are in with them. And you're just gonna know. You already know. You're just more like you're still waiting to see what they're gonna do, and they keep playing like you don't know what you're talking about, or they'll send people to say, you're delusional, you're crazy. So I hope this assists you with some kind of realization of what needs to happen. Where is my rose cards? Because this is something universal. This needs to be said. You need a sacred rose kind of message ending. Please avoid defamating people's character at this time. Do not assume anything. I don't know who needs to hear that. Even with people in the controversy of the celebrities, do not do it. Do not join the dummy crowd. I'm trying to tell you, don't do it. You do what you've been doing. You don't need to be, you overstand a lot. Ooh, spirits tell me you get it. You just get it, and this is why it's you. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. And I ask all the angels of the Most High, in which you ask, long as it's in a positive manner. I'm sorry, I don't condone in evilness, to assist you in this fight, as we all need assistance, because it's just too much right now. Like, stopping your money flow. I mean, even you making irresponsible purchases and managing money problems, you still get help because they understand, understand. It's just some kind of way that, you grew up with certain people, and, you just need discipline, support, and love. And it's hard to try and have that. You're a black sheep in the family. So not even the spiritual parents that are not really who they say they are, believe in you, and it's okay. Isaiah 61:7, double for your trouble. They look at you as a problem child. Okay, we got worshipers of Mother Earth. So it's in reverse. So I would say this is for a man, or if you, I guess, connotize yourself as a man. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Yep, the Leagueland channel, aka chemical channel. You got your mechanical channel, and then you have your voltage channel. This is your superpower. Once you go through those stages properly, this is where they would say genetic transformation. You need to fast. You're moving too fast. Slow down. No need to rush. You have support, is what I'm hearing. Just focus on getting your money straight. Everything else will fall into place, is what I'm hearing. So you have the fertile void, inner winter. It says inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginning. So you don't see this coming, but you have all the protection you need. After the rain. I'm hearing After the Rain by Betty. Maybe that might mean something to you. Um, Remember how she was saying in her song, "You just do your best, 'cause I love you, Betty, Betty, like I do." So there is a show called Atomic Betty. You're definitely galactic. This is for a star seed, period. Like, there's many of us though, not just one, but there's a particular one that has something very big to do. And nobody wants to love him or her. Oof. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy. It's over. Acceptance. You have mercy. The blood of mercy bled over your life long time ago. I'm hearing you stepped in the furnace long time ago. Long time ago. The thorn. They tried to Jesus piece you. It did not work. Did not work. It will not work. Protection, boundaries, clear communication. You feel like you don't have this, but let me tell you, you do. You need to go to your chart and check your trine. It looks like that little symbol there, and see where it's lying in. Um, the other side of the game, we are nature. You need to go outside more, take walks, walks outside, hug some trees, things like that could literally help you because nature is going to help you. You're going to have to get used to nature. Because, Snow White, whether you're a man or woman, um, ran into the woods and ended up getting help from 7, what, doors. Or these are going to be individuals. It could be 7 individuals that mean a lot to you. So your group of 7, your mystic people, they are going to be they're just as magical, mystical, and powerful as you. And everybody has a message. And this is definitely for someone that they know is pregnant. So if you've been pregnant and already had a baby or something, perhaps it's a spiritual thing that you're feeling, or even if it's a baby, both sides matter, actual baby, and you had your child already, it's still significant. And it's like a Cain Abel thing. They want these 2 individuals, the one who's having a spiritual birth, and then the other who's already had a birth or is about to have some kind of feud, like ball of confusion. So if you're a person who's been worrying about somebody else, maybe that resonates, or somebody's been worrying about you. You have 3 sevens here, the 7 of Pentacles, due to a deal made by these people, very powerful, and they'll even, like I said, use your own actual parents, family, anyone close to you against you. So for you to see 1212 on the phone, like for example, I work for the 12th district. With me being the mediator. So you just have to realize you got to find a way to decode. And this is, again, midheaven consciousness, Scorpio. I have heavy Scorpio in my chart. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And I hope you would heed and pay attention. So with this and trying to do what it do to you, they want to. So, there's really no stopping how they feel. But what's real is justice, just in case you feel some kind of way. Because you were forgiven for anything you've done in the past. Because once you took on your assignment, your galactic assignment, you the higher ups that given you that power that really is above all the greatest. Uh, Basically, they are, how can I put this? You have an expungement. It's called spiritual expungement. So with logical attributes, keep your past and everything to yourself because they'll use it against you. Even if they act like they know and they have some kind of assumption, you don't actually have to do anything. They've already made their bed and lighted it. I mean, these powerful beings are responsible for witchcraft and all these other things, sent to destroy, kill, steal, and destroy someone's royal legacy. Where then people will then turn at you and hate you. You don't compromise what you grew up in. Okay? Whatever you grew up in, whatever structure of system and all that you grew up in, you don't need to be compromising it. Not for some people like this. If all they're gonna do is turn around and put swords in your back. And the crazy part is it won't even happen. Even if you make a mistake. So you could be Sagittarius like me, somewhere in your chart in certain replicas like Sagittarius in your seventh house. So I'm hearing a lot of that. It could literally, like, you're going to get yourself out of trouble every time, even if you make a mistake. Because it was for you, not them. So with this Nine of Wands in closing, just remember that things, love makes things happen. You need to believe in love. I know intellectually and all that, how we feel about things, but with the seventh house in Libra, this is about commitment. You need to commit to yourself. The fifth house is the flip reciprocal of that. So whatever your fifth house is, like mine is Gemini. What we say about this June 15th and this 12th Amendment and all that, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Do what you gotta do. Finish that class, finish that course. Do what you are supposed to be doing. Don't get off course. You did that before. Do not do it again. The avatar was 12 years old, right? And he ran away. Don't be a runaway. Like a runaway slave. When you run, they laugh because they feel like they have the upper hand. You need to stand after you've done all you can because that's all there's left to do. And you will be fine. I'm trying to tell you. It's going to be too many people who believe in you because their disbelief in them, whoever the heck they are, and their little minions, because they don't want to show that it's actually them. They're using pawns. So these are, the king and the queen and their side of the fence. And, she feels like she got to do something because she feels captured, right? Due to some she did. And with him, he feels like with him being a man, masculine, and all the algorithm of masculinity and patriarchal society, he feels like he got it because he's deeply thinking and especially connected to a sacred woman that is just as powerful and just as knowing, even stepped other women, because water is a very flow thing. Like, this is people who go with the flow. Like, they probably don't even have a certain structure. They just act like they do when it comes to their union of sort that they have. Because this could be business, nothing personal for them. They finally established, nah, this is just business now. Everybody thinks, I'm hearing she looks like a star, but only on camera. Only on camera. Might look like they in love, but only don't listen to them lies. I swear they all lies. But even a knight in shining armor can be a whole lie. Dark energy. I'm hearing, yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. Look, I don't make this up. You don't need to be trusting anybody at this time. They need you. Don't forget that. Don't let them forget. And if we're doing fairness, then it needs to be fair. And with collisions, I'm in it there. Chapter 3, verse 21. They don't need to be provoking if they believe in the certain things, which I'm pretty sure they do. You're not supposed to be provoking your child anyway. So that's blasphemy of your own system. You need to study that thing and use that thing against them. I know a lot of y'all don't like it, but that's literally what's being used because they knew you would run away, not use it, and be, how the world is with so-called quote unquote Christianity, Hebrew, Israelite, the Bible in general, the new translations, other translations. You need to be focused on the one that you were in. And so if you were never in that structure growing up, because this is a royal legacy, you know, you might still resonate with this in a certain way, but perhaps you need to get into it. You don't have to devote yourself if you don't want to. You don't have to devote yourself if you don't want to. But, you know, I just had a call um, come in. Kids is what it says. So I'm going to end it here. Protect your children is what I'm also hearing. Protect your, what's for you is for you now. What God has for you is for you. You need to know that. You need to believe that. All right, Scorpio. We'll talk later. And this is your conscious Scorpio home skillet biscuit, Tam. And we out, and come back and see me. All the information will be below the description box. If you need more information, maybe you want to book a reading, that's fine. I can't reject certain people. I'm sorry, I read energy. I don't need nobody coming up trying to suck me dry like a raisin. And if you're a tarot reader too, or any kind of spiritual person so you get what I'm trying to say. We don't do for everybody. Just like a lawyer or a mediator or someone that works in the legal field, they don't have to take someone's case. Okay? Totally optional. It doesn't really matter about the stakes because even these people that they're using as pawns in these agencies, they basically swindled you in. So then you don't really have a choice, or they feel like, oh, you took an oath and you swore, remember. And it's like, well, it's a conflict of interest if you find them a conflict of what's in the best interest of those children to then use you as a sacrifice. So yeah, everybody, both sides, they don't care about you, okay? All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All right, I hope that helps you out, and much love and appreciation. Come back and see me. Bye, Scorpio.